I admit it, I felt for the okie doke. The Indiana Fever were up 67-60 with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Stephanie, I fell for it. Fever were up and I really thought we had it. Walk into your trap, take over your trap. I thought that was us. We were this close. I could taste the W. Kelsey money. Mitch was cooking. Sophie dropped a dagger. 3-ball bang. But man, we blew it. We blew one.
Once again, a total and complete second half of a basketball game meltdown. Absolutely unbelievable. Sophie.
Once again, a total second half meltdown. I fell for it. Fever were up. I tasted the W. Kelsey money. Mitch was on fire. Sophie hit that 3, bang. And then, crickets. Sophie barely touched the ball after that. Just vanished. How do we blow it again?
I'm incredibly proud of our organization, of our city. Just the attention to detail, the way that they showcased the W. It was just a really great environment.
Man, we blew it. Okay. I really thought the Fever had it. Up in the third, I could taste that W. Kelsey money. Mitch was clutch. Sophie hit that 3, bang. And then, nothing. Total second half meltdown. But you know what? I'm still proud. Proud of the team, the city, the way we showcased the W. Indy was the epicenter of women's hoops this weekend.
ESPN, paid by CBS, and have the nerve to look at the viewing public, lie to them, and say the Indiana Fever.
We blew it. Okay. I really thought the Fever had it. Up in the third, I could taste that W. Kelsey money. Mitch was cooking. Sophie hits a 3, bang. Total meltdown. And now ESPN, paid by CBS, has the nerve to say we're better without Caitlin Clark? Really? I want to see if they'll look in the camera tomorrow and double down.
Let's talk about this game. So this was Caitlin Clark's return to the Indiana Fever. She has been out with a groin injury. She started the game and Lexi Hall lost her starting spot to Caitlin.
First, let's talk about this game. So, this was Caitlin Clark's return to the Indiana Fever. She has been out with a groin injury. She started the game and Lexi Hall lost her starting spot to Caitlin Clark. They started Ari, McDonald, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey, Mitchell, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah. Boston.
I mean, certainly it is. It's tough when you're getting that kind of production, when you have that kind of depth. But the thing that stood out to me was the last 3 minutes of the third and the first 2 to 3 minutes of the fourth, where
we had it and we blew it. Up in the third, I could taste that W. Kelsey money. Mitch was ballin'. Sophie hits a 3, bang. Then, boom, total collapse. 16-3 run to close the third and open the fourth. And now ESPN, paid by CBS, has the nerve to say we're better without Caitlin Clark? Really? Let's see if they double down on that today.
And guess what? Your demand vanishes because people ain't going to pay up to see these athletes that are ungrateful that their sport's growing.
When Caitlin Clark went down, fans said it. The All-Star game nosedived. But what if that was just the beginning? Because while the sports world watched the chaos, Indiana had it. I tasted that W. Kelsey money. Mitch was clutch. Sophie hit a 3, bang. Then, collapse. 16-3 run. And ESPN, paid by CBS, says we're better without Caitlin? Say it again. I dare you.
That somewhat decent attempt at comedy from Elle Duncan, she, her. That desperate plea for toxic masculinity from Elle Duncan. That was the highlight of the weekend for the WNBA.
The WNBA All-Star Weekend? A mess. Oh, Duncan's joke? That was the highlight, and even that felt like a stretch. The rest? Protests, whining, and a game that barely resembled pro basketball. 2 hours of chaos, and somehow we're calling that a showcase? Come on now.
Well, Uncle KC, ESPN was comparing this year's All-Star Game to 2023. Why? Why in the hell would they do that? I'll tell you why ESPN did this. This is another example.
Uncle Casey, explain this. Why was ESPN comparing this All-Star Game to 2023? You know why? It's the media doing what they always do, protecting the WNBA. polishing the product, fitting the mess. Let's call it what it is. This wasn't growth. It was damage control.
Rainbow flags were flying. The standard and supersized cucumbers were prepared. This was supposed to be a big weekend for pretend basketball. Not only are we in the midst of the annual All-Star festivities, the one time of year where the WNBA works in conjunction with police departments across
The rainbow flags were out, the cucumbers were prepped. Yeah, that kind of weekend. The WNBA All-Star game? Not basketball, pretend basketball. Once a year, they team up with police departments to help families finally spot their missing WNBA players. It's satire, but barely.
A proposal disrespectful. It wasn't just Angel Reese complaining. Her dozens of aliases, they were complaining too. Bayou Barbie complained, MeBound complained. As the players were leaving the portable trailer where the meeting took place,
The WNBA proposal? Straight up disrespectful. And it wasn't just Angel Reese. Her whole crew of alter egos chimed in. Bayou Barbie, MeBound, all complaining. After the players left the trailer. Yeah, trailer. One spoke anonymously to the media. Not that anonymity's hard when no one knows your name anyway.
Great look for the Indiana Fever organization. If you've got Caitlin Clark, the star of the Indiana Fever, she's going and seeing whatever about not seeing the Indiana Fever's doctors. Like, it is what it is with that. It is what it is.